Welcome everyone. In our previous video lecture, we have studied some basic concept of light and waves such as electromagnetic nature of a light, wavelength of a light, refraction of a light, refractive index of light. In this video lecture, we will study wave nature of a light, Newton's corpuscular theory of a light, Huygens wave theory of a light, formation of a rainbow, and primary and secondary source of light. So students, let us start wave nature of a light.
Students, here we discuss more about the nature of a light. One is particle nature and other is a wave nature. Initially, Newton developed a theory called as Newton's corpuscular theory, and then Huygens developed a theory called as Huygens wave theory of a light. First, we will see Newton's corpuscular theory. According to this theory, every source of light emits light in the form of tiny particles. Tiny means very small particles, and these particles are called as corpuscles. Therefore, this theory is called as corpuscular theory. These corpuscles are hard, massless, and elastic in nature. Elastic means they rebound with same kinetic energy and momentum. According to this theory, these particles are travel along a straight line path. When these corpuscles enter into our eyes, then we get the sensation of light. As we know that white light contains lights of different colors, and according to Newton, these different colors of light are due to the different size of the corpuscles, as shown in this image. As well as according to Newton, when light ray is refracted in the denser medium, at that time medium exerts a large attractive force on the corpuscles, and therefore speed of light in denser medium increases than rarer medium, and due to this there is change in direction of a light. That means, according to Newton, velocity of light in denser medium is greater than velocity of light in a rarer medium. Students, this theory gives satisfactory explanation of light phenomenon like reflection of light, refraction of light, photoelectric effect, and Raman effect. We have already studied reflection and refraction of light. Here we see what is meant by a photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect means when light particles called as photons incident on the photosensitive metal, then there is emission of electrons, and this emission of electrons is possible only when we consider light contains number of photon particles. That means light has nature of particle. As well as in Raman effect, we observe that when monochromatic light is incident on the molecules of a liquid, then photon particles get scattered. That is, Raman effect is the inelastic scattering of photons of a light by a matter, and which indicates particle nature of a light. न्यूटन्स कॉर्पस्क्युलर थेअरीबद्दल जे काही पॉईंट आपण डिस्कस केलेले आहेत ते सर्व पॉईंट या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला नोटच्या फॉर्ममध्ये दिलेले आहेत. नाऊ वी सी सम लिमिटेशन्स ऑफ न्यूटन्स कॉर्पस्क्युलर थेअरी. Experimentally, it is proved that velocity of light in a rarer medium is greater than velocity of light in a denser medium, which is opposite to that of Newton's corpuscular theory. Also, this theory could not explain other phenomena of light such as interference of light, polarization of light, and diffraction of light.
Huygens developed his wave theory of light. According to this theory, every source of light emits light in the form of waves, and these waves are created due to the vibration of particles of the medium. Also, he considered that an hypothetical medium means ether gas present everywhere in the universe for the propagation of light wave. That means this light wave also travel through vacuum with the help of ether medium. Also, these waves travel along a straight line path with constant speed through a homogeneous medium. Also, according to this theory, we get the sensation of light when light waves enters into our eyes. Also, according to this theory, light has different colors because light wave contains number of waves of different wavelengths. Also, he showed that speed of light in denser medium is less than that of rarer medium. Therefore, light ray bends towards the normal during the refraction. Thus, this Huygens theory explains most of the phenomenon of light. But this Huygens wave theory of light could not explain Raman effect and photoelectric effect. Therefore, this is the limitation of Huygens wave theory of light. And second limitation of Huygens wave theory of light is the scientists Michelson and Morley invented that ether does not exist anywhere in the universe. From above explanation, we can easily understand the difference between Newton's corpuscular theory and Huygens wave theory of light. Later, it is accepted that light has dual nature. One is particle nature and other is wave nature. Students, we have already studied that light is an electromagnetic wave. The spectrum of electromagnetic wave is shown in this image. Spectrum means classification of waves depending upon wavelength. As shown in the spectrum, the smallest value of wavelength is less than femtometer, that is less than 10 raised to minus 15 meter, and largest value of wavelength is more than kilometer. These spectrum are classified according to increase in wavelength as gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, visible light, infrared rays, microwaves, and radio waves. Wavelength of visible light is in between 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. The visible spectrum starts from violet with minimum wavelength up to red with maximum wavelength. Students, as we know that white light consists number of waves of different wavelengths, that means of different colors, as well as from the formula of refractive index it is observed that refractive index depends upon the wavelength. That is, for same angle of incidence, refractive index changes with change in wavelength. Therefore, when white light is incident on the raindrop, then different waves in the white light gets refracted at different angles. That is, colors gets separated from each other and we observe spectrum or rainbow. Clear formation of rainbow is as shown in this image. Students, we see number of light sources around us, and these sources are classified into primary sources and secondary sources of light. Primary sources of light means sources which originate light of their own. And examples of these primary sources of lights are sun, stars, flame of any kind, that means candle, tube light, bulb, firecrackers, nuclear energy generators are the examples of primary source of light. Then we see what is meant by secondary sources of light. Secondary sources of light means sources which do not produce light of their own but receive light from some other sources and reflect it or scatter it. For examples, the moon, the plants, the planets, animals, and all the objects which we see due to reflection of light from their surface. Thank you, students, for watching this video.